In my career as a recruiter, I've extended thousands and thousands of offers. And if you're wondering, am I going to get an offer or not? There are definitely things you can look for. In today's video, I'm going to give you signs that you are going to get a job offer. Let's go. Now, first one I want you to look for is there are multiple attempts from the recruiter, HR, or hiring manager trying to get in touch with you after your last interview. If you are a candidate and they're not going to move forward with you, they might not reach out to you, period, but they definitely won't reach out to you multiple times. So after your last interview, if you notice you get a text, a missed call, you get an email saying, hey, please follow up with me, you are about to get an offer. The next thing you can look for is if the recruiter has a significant amount of urgency in trying to connect with you, and then once they do connect with you, they do a lot in terms of gauging your interest. Well, where are you at? Are you more interested, less interested, or the same interested after your last interview? And they're asking you questions like that, and they really seem to be digging in. What's happening there is they've been told you're going to get an offer, but they don't have authorization to actually communicate the offer yet. If that happens and you're getting significant interest and they're gauging your level of interest in the offer or the company in the role, well, you're probably getting an offer. Now, say you're interviewing and the hiring manager is talking to you. If they start adding things to your interview, it probably means you are the front runner candidate and you are probably going to get an offer. So what does this look like? So say, for example, you just had a 1 hour block and instead of that, it goes long. And they bring in another person. Maybe they bring in a member of the team or a senior member of the team, and you're like, oh, well, that wasn't part of my interview to the best of my knowledge. Or maybe they add in a tour, or they show you where people in your team work, and that wasn't part of the initial plan. If that's happening, it is indicating there is a more significant level of interest than maybe they initially thought, and you're probably going to get an offer. One of the things that you can look for when you're interviewing that's going to show you, yeah, they're probably leaning towards making you an offer, is all of a sudden there is a shift in their language. And instead of saying the person who's in this role, all of a sudden they start saying, you know, if you were going to be in this role, your day would be da-da-da-da-da. Or, you know, Ben, if you were to start in this role, one of the first priorities we'd want to have you work on is specifically this. What they are doing is they have made the shift in their mind from this is a candidate to this is potentially someone who could actually be executing the functions of this role. And those are all like dead giveaways that they have mentally made that switch, and there is a high level of interest in moving forward with you as a candidate. Now, this next one is a two-parter, but it's a pretty big giveaway, and they start asking you for references. So references that they can reach out to make sure you were a good employee and you were actually employed at these places. But then on top of that, they also contact these references, and your references let you know, hey, Ben, yeah, I just talked to blank, and they're interested in moving forward. Here's the reality. That is a lot of work. It's a lot of work with recruiters. It's a lot of work for HR people, and they don't actually ask for references unless they are seriously considering you for a job offer. But they definitely don't call them. They definitely don't go through the trouble of, you know, scheduling it, making it work, finding a time that works for everybody, having the conversation, writing it all down and sending it in to the hiring manager unless they are very, very serious. So if they ask you for references and then you actually hear back from your references that they talk to them, oh yeah, an offer is probably coming. Another giveaway that you might be getting an offer is they send you background check information. So some companies like the Apple Store and, you know, other organizations, they don't always do the greatest job of communicating it, but all of a sudden you get a background check email. It is from the company. You confirm with them, yes, this is from them. That could be a sign that they're going to move to offer. This one is one that you kind of have to feel it, but if you get this, you'll kind of know. You're in the interview and the hiring manager is urging you, hey, if you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to me. You can email me, you can message me on LinkedIn, you can text me, you can call me. That doesn't happen unless there is a significant interest in moving forward with you as a candidate. I have made tons of offers and I've hired people from my team. I manage a team of recruiters. And if I'm emphatically telling you, hey, reach out to me if you have any concerns, if anything changes with you, please let me know ASAP. I'm doing that with candidates I want to hire. So if they're doing that, I would say an offer is likely on the way. Another big tip-off that you're gonna get an offer is if in the final interview, it sounds a lot less like an interview and a lot more like they are selling you the role. Like they're telling you about the training and the development and the type of customers you get to work on and all the cool projects or technology you get to experience in the role. Well, they don't do that if they're not moving forward. Like if I know I'm not gonna hire someone, I'm not going to be spending the time to sell them, oh, and this is awesome, and this is awesome, and this is awesome. One, it's a waste of time. Two, that is relatively cruel. Why would you do that unless there was significant interest in moving forward with this person? So if you get a good deal of that in the final interview, I would expect that an offer is likely coming and soon. Now the next one is a big key, and it's you send them a thank you email. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And then you get an enthusiastic response back. A lot of times you'll send a thank you email and you won't hear back. And that's neither good nor bad. I mean, that could be nothing. That could be they're busy or they're rude or whatever. You could still move forward. But if you send them a thank you email and you get a really enthusiastic email back, hey, Ben, it was great meeting you too. And if you have any questions, let me know. I really liked how you mentioned blah. Well, if you get something like that, well, I would say that it is likely an offer is on the way. Some of you are definitely thinking, okay, yeah, that one is smart. Maybe I should send a thank you email to figure it out, but how do I send one? Well, you gotta watch this video. This right here is a video I made to teach you how to write like the best possible thank you email. This will help differentiate you as a candidate, but it's also gonna let you know, are they gonna respond? So watch this now.